beholdeth the night sky as we finally conclude the side journey of the century. I know it's been like absolutely forever since anything happened in the story. Believe me, I know. But honestly, I just can't really help it. Like, I wanted to wrap up almost everything, and whatever we have left to do, we'll save for the post-game. And, yeah. This was basically unavoidable for me. But never you worry. Because the side journey all ends today. In parts Nintendo 64 of Atelier Ryza. Okay, so I know I'm gonna show my setup at least a little bit later here, but we'll just say I outfitted absolutely everyone at this point now with their proper items and whatever else that's available to us. So that's good. Also, because I wanted to show that the enemy Watcher is here, which is another dragon type enemy. And one that I accidentally ran into while I was looking for dragon wings to use for one of our syntheses today. And yeah, just wanted to see how that was, and I didn't even get a dragon wing from that. Boo! That sucks. Anyway, now I've duplicated the Star Cologne to basically the point where everybody has one. I outfitted Ryza, Claudia, and Enpil with all their necessary items. I actually ended up duplicating the Migratory Charm because that accessory seems to work out for absolutely everybody. So, yeah, it just works. It just works out for everybody. So, yeah. That's who I outfitted with everybody. I also ended up switching up core items a little bit. Well, this is Ryza. She's unchanged. But as for Claudia, I still want her to do healing as well as do some damage, so I have the Lunar Lamp on her now. And as for Empil, well, he's basically about the same. Alright, so just wanted to show you that the Watcher enemy was right there. And because I accidentally ran into the Watcher enemy over there, that filled up a page in the monster guide for, you know, the Tau guy. Yeah, the Tau guy. The Tau guy. So, actually, first things first, before we move on to our actual business here today, which is basically do our last bit of alchemy stuff, what I want to do is actually make gunpowder case so that we can, or gunpowder base, sorry, so that we can finally get things off the ground with finally morphing the regular bomb into a rose bomb, as it were. So we never have to worry about this ever again. I know it's more alchemy, you don't want to see it. Well, too bad, this is inevitable. I'm sorry, it's just inevitable. Besides, you really need just a lot of alchemy things in order to even think about using, yeah, a lot of alchemy level just to get all those effects up there and blah blah blah. You know, that good stuff. Now, gunpowder base has an element value of 3, so we can just do that right away. Now, as for rose bombs, you can increase the fire damage even further than that, all the way up to XL, but Searing Petal is serious fire damage, as well as increased damage at tactics level, obviously. Effect 2 is Incinerating Flame all the way up to L, which has a chance of an instant KO, and an instant KO when the target is at low HP. Effect 3, or 4, is Scorching Garland, all the way up to L. It increases damage with higher CP. And Infernal Garland is the max version. And finally, Effect 3 is Inflict Burn. You're going to need a lot of bombs in order to make this work. Plus an Eternal Fire to decrease the core charge usage. So, yeah, we finally have an upgraded version of the bomb that I think anybody could be satisfied by. Which is good, because this has been an absolute long time coming. You know, for bomb users like me. And also Ryza. Okay. So with that, we made a rose bomb. It's still a relatively low-level item, but it's actually really, really good in the effects and damage departments. Aha, but you think it might be over, but it never is over for anyone. It never is Jover for anybody. Because with a gunpowder basis, you can actually go a little bit further and go for a fire bottle. Of course, that also means you have to add a lightning element into the mix with the gunpowder base, which you will definitely need to do, but it's something. It's definitely something else entirely. We finally got that Acacia sap from Lubart, so now we can make the Mastery Paint. Yet another decoration item, clearly. And there it is. So this effect for remodeling the hideout is now part of the lakeside. Or, yeah, here we go, manor. Increases rare drop rate. Yes, indeed. That's going to be incredibly useful now. You can also get the chic sofa, which is more likely to make the weather rainy. And there's no beds. And there's a table with a tablecloth, which increases the power of fire and lightning. And as for the outside of the base, the manor effect looks like this. Decked out as heck! Again. Alright, so now on to the main show here. The migratory charm is our last bit of alchemy that we can do. So it's going to require a lot of dragon wings in order to actually make it work. So it's just a little bit unfortunate that it just kind of has to be that way for a lot of the stuff, like, you know, getting lots of dragon wings for traits and the like. But really, it's all worth it because you can't really go wrong with any one of these effects at all. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. You'll need marble stone in order to have safety prayer L. Let's enhance the items by 10. And that's about it. Of course, we can build this up as much as we need to, which we are going to do right this second. So, let's build it up. Well, to the best that we can make it anyway. Once again, you'll forgive the lag for this. I really don't know what's up with that. It's not OBS for sure. It's probably just the game. Unfortunately, you're going to need 6 fruits in order to actually get the maximum effect of this loop. Yeah, 6. That's a lot. So, it might be fine. Do I really want to? Yes. Yeah. And now you're going to need 6 fruits. Which basically means you're going to be waiting a little bit for alchemy level, like 80-something. If you really want to just go for it. Migratory charm is the best that we can do. Well, at least for now. It's going to cost 30,000 in order to duplicate it. But I'm pretty sure at least someone will actually live. Yeah, they'll live to regret it. No, they won't. They won't live to regret it at all. Surprisingly, it's actually a lot worse. Like, why? Maybe it's just the store brand bot. Yeah, it's definitely the store brand. For sure. Okay. So, I guess what we can do now is, well, we can effectively boost up the items even further than that. Gold beehives are definitely worth your while in this category. So, I clearly want to go for the attack and nothing else. Well, I mainly want to reinforce Ryza's equipment. Well, our current party's equipment, actually. So they'll definitely do a whole lot more damage in the long run here. So I'm gonna go for the gold beehives in this case. And of course, you have to reselect their traits, obviously. So that's fine too. For Claudia, though, I kind of want to roll for that HP gain. Because, well, here's the thing. She might be absolutely frail as heck, so I guess it's just the clots away. Yeah, we're gonna go with clots here. Then there's weapon forging, which will take it even further than that. I don't really feel like I need to, well, reinforce absolutely everything. I don't really feel like that's really necessary. So it's not really on my bucket list to just do absolutely everything this game has to offer, even though I said I would. So I guess just in case I want to duplicate something ever again, I could convert the rest of my gold beehives into that. That way I can duplicate some more things further down the line here. Of course, the best armor and equipment is going to be like it's going to be a very costly process. But you know, it's fine. What I wanted to do is I want to duplicate the same astronomical clock that we've been doing all this time. Actually, that might have just been a bad idea, but who cares? At least Claudia actually can get a, Actually, no, wait. Oh, gosh. You know what? I think Claudia can do just fine with, the Goddess Cup. Actually, no, she can't even do that anyway. Okay, never mind. I guess, we'll just have a second one just in case. Okay. So, what I wanted to tackle today was, well, there's still some enemies for us to defeat here. So, we're gonna go ahead and go to the Holy Tower at first. Because this butt is gonna be now easy peasy. So, my goal here today is to beat some of the enemies that we've yet to beat here. And we're gonna do it all in good style. So first things first is the Sandstorm Tyrant. The Sandstorm Tyrant is a really powerful shark type enemy that you can find at the thing. Yeah, at the tower top, at the Heretic's Lap. So, yeah. He's really, really tough without being absolutely busted. So, that's why I went ahead and got busted as heck. That's really why I went to do that. Yes, sir. Level 42. And you'll get some really good tri-horns from the Sandstorm Tyrant, too. So, that's already automatically amazing. And what's also automatically amazing is the fact that Claudia now has Camaraderie 2 done. So she gets Velocity level 3. But the real main star of the show here today is the fact that, well, at this point in time, there's some really powerful enemies that have showed up. And I want to take out at least one of them. We're gonna definitely get, or if I can't even do that, then we'll just save them for the post game because, well, what we're coming up on is probably a lot harder than the de facto ravaging queen is going to be. And right up there is the very creature itself. So what I would highly recommend that you do is I would seriously recommend converting all these items, healing up everybody that you possibly can, aka just every single one of your party members, and then converting again so that you can be ready to take on one of these 4 powerful enemies. We've seen some of these out in the world before. Over at the Iron Race Summit is such one. Over at the Sunken Mine is Forgotten Altar is another one. I believe, and then right over here, as it were, is yet another one. But at the Holy Piano Tower, there's also a 4th one, which I might show that off in a little bit. But for now, let's go! The Great Elementals are the super bosses of Atelier Ryza. So, you want to be absolutely, so nice that I said it twice. Absolutely prepared. Because, well, astronomical clocks are going to help you raise your tactics level. All the best items in the world, like those that can increase your stun gauge damage and the like, are going to be very helpful indeed. And also, some great support will help out as well. Because the Great Elementals are, in fact, no joke. They are really seriously no joke. They are super bosses after all, so they'll definitely pack one of the biggest punches ever. So, let's do this. Let's go. So, the basic common strategy for any one of these super bosses are as follows. Straw Jig. Yeah, just make yourself a really, really good Straw Jig, and you'll be able to stun them, and stun them, and stun them. Just basically keep them at a stun lock. Just like this. And also have some pretty good effects for them too. And yeah, just break them and then break them even further. You must break them after all, so it really just only makes sense. Besides, they have a really, really powerful attack that you definitely don't want to be hit by. If you don't plan on using any fatal drives here today, then your best bet is going to be your items and, well, your ability to use said items. Because there are advantages and disadvantages for effectively doing this. And oh, here we go. All right, here we go. So, using the skills right here, you'll be able to see that stunning these enemies. Oh god, please. No, I gloved up! I gloved up! Yeah. True to their names, the Great Elementals have an effect based upon a certain element of damage. So, that will do a crazy amount of stun gauge damage as well as, well, doing absolutely everything. Well, just taking down your HP by half in my case, anyway. So, yeah, they are particularly very, very, very dangerous. Well, once they get going anyway. Yeah, once they really get going, they are like super dangerous. So my best strategy for you, the best strategy that I can offer you is, well, just try not to use Fatal Drives, actually. Because Fatal Drives, as powerful as they are, even though I just used one right now, even though they are really powerful attacks here that can really help you out in a situation, it's definitely best for you not to actually use them because you want to keep your tactics level high. That way you can have a lot of quick actions. Yeah, just have a lot of quick actions to activate your items or your skills if the situation needs to. Or should the situation arise for some. So, yeah. That's my basic strategy for that. Otherwise, if you're absolutely busted like I am, then this should be no particular danger for you. And let me remind you, I'm playing on hard mode. Yeah, absolutely reminded that I'm playing on hard mode. And I did this in one try. Yeah. Yeah, she just stands there being like, why did you do that? That's the power of this game, dude. I love being busted. From these great elementals, based upon their element, you will get a core. So, because I defeated the Great Wind Elemental, then I got the Wind Core, and I, of course, got some of the best Spirit Bottles that you could ever get, and so on. So, yeah. Those are basically the super bosses in a nutshell, right there. The Great Water Elemental, or Ice Elemental, that's probably it, is right over at the hall thingy, at the Forgotten Altar right there. And oh, she's there too. Oh. Anyway. And yeah, the fourth Great Elemental is actually right over there. That would be the Great Lightning Elemental right there. They're basically just reskins of the same. They're basically just a type of monster, but their skins are like different. And they have different resistances and weaknesses too. And from each one of these super bosses, you'll basically get a fire core, a great ice core, an ice core, and a lightning core, and a wind core. Basically, the core is based on the 4 elements of the world. No, not air, earth, fire, and water. What are you talking about? I'm talking about fire, ice, lightning, and wind. So should you ever want to tackle every one of these bosses, then yeah, go for it. They're actually a really, really good challenge. Particularly in higher difficulties when, you know, when you can be the very best that you could possibly be. So that's great. That's really nice. Miniature world. Aha! Here we go. Travel bottle space. So apparently he had that all along, and he never bothered to tell us. Why? Because heck you, that's why. Exactly. So we have yet another travel bottle. I realize that we haven't really done another gathering bottle? What kind of world will this one become? What's wrong? I'm just wondering why this region has so many. It's not normal, to say the least. Maybe whoever made them was from around here? Or maybe they just needed a lot of them for some reason. Well, that's certainly a possible explanation. But still, what reason could that have been? You don't have any idea? No. I do have some knowledge of ancient alchemy, but I'm no historian. Anyway, just thinking about it won't change the present. Better just to make Yeah, I realize that we haven't really done much with any one of these. But, once again, you can take advantage of this if you like to. Even all of these accessories that you can make... Yeah, even all of these accessories that you can make and these really powerful items can work towards increasing the level of the world in which you can visit. So, that's amazing. Besides, there are party quests for that, so we were gonna have to do them eventually anyway. Where is it? Okay, here it is. A whole new world. Vitality level 2. So what I at least want to do here as part of our last thing that we're probably going to do here is, well, just basically add the materials that, you know, make up this whole bunch and factually make it a much better world than we ever could have thought possible. Also, what do you mean encoding overload? What do you mean? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. Anywho's. In order to make a level 50 world, we're definitely gonna need to give up the astronomical clock that we're not using, actually. What? Yeah, we're not using this. Okay. So with that, yeah, we made a world up to level 50. Nice one indeed. And thankfully it didn't give up on any one of these, so thank God. So thank God for that one. Let's explore before we end it. So yeah, these are the spearworm remnants, as they were. You can get a whole bunch of spearworms from this. Nothing really worthy to write home about, I suppose. But at the very least, you can defeat these. You can defeat these buttholes. Absolutely, you can absolutely defeat these buttholes. And yeah, I'm not sure the honor guard armor is what we ran into. Before, but or if we ever ran into something like that before. But we definitely ran into something of the flower gardener thingy before. So yeah, we have yet another enemy that we can just basically deal with. And he is all and they are all very much dead. And actually, perfect opportunity for Claudia to summon a huge freaking bird. Adorable weapon of mass annihilation. And very appropriately, Claudia and Ryza got level ups. Because of course those two did. Of course. So yeah, that's... Can I run away from you? Okay, there we go. Resonance Orb. And some more spear worms and some more spear words like that. And also dark crystal fragments too. That's also important. Ha! Idiot! Okay. So, definitely a worthwhile trip around everywhere to see what was up. Definitely. We basically got everything done here. Everything that I wanted to do, at least. Everybody got upgraded to the best that they can go. We defeated, like, a really powerful enemy. We did a whole bunch of other things. And we basically wrapped up nearly everything. All except our story. So next time on Atelier Ryza, we are finally going to go to the underworld for our showdown. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.